Hi guys, we're getting ready to make the beach cover-up slash tunic slash dress. All right guys, I am going to be using some 4-ply yarn. You can use 4-ply yarn and you can also use some cotton yarn, whichever one you want to use. These are the colors that I will be using. I'm making mine in the purple style, guys. It seems like I got more votes on that one. All right, guys, so what you want to do to start off, you're going to use a number 8, 9, or 10 crochet hook. I am using a number 9 crochet hook, okay? You're going to need some scissors and a tapestry needle. I want you to get started with making a chain of 300, all right? To make this process go faster, I have already chained 300. And what you're going to do next, we're going to put a double crochet in the 5th chain. So count down 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5, we are going to put a double crochet in that stitch. I want you to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, and in the 3rd stitch, put a double crochet into the 3rd stitch. All right, and we're going to repeat that all the way across. We're just going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the 3rd stitch, go ahead and put 1 double crochet. Okay, so repeat that all the way till you get to the end of your chain. All right, guys, so I'm coming up to the end right here. So I chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2, double crochet. Now, if you end up with, make sure, 1, 2, okay. If you end up with double crochet, and if you like me, and you end up with only 1 chain left right here, go ahead and chain 2 and double crochet into that last chain. So regardless how many chains you end up at the end, make sure you double crochet in the last chain. We're going to always start the row as a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work around, and we're going to go right on top of the previous row double crochet and put a double crochet directly on top of there. And we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, go directly on top of the bottom double crochet, and we're going to repeat this process all the way across, just like this. And each time you get to your last chain, you always going to chain 4, turn your work, and start repeating row 1. You're going to repeat this for a total of 20 rows, all right? Always double chaining 4, turning. Do that for 20 rows, and I'll be back once I have my 20 rows. All right, guys, so I am completing row number 15 in this color right here. So let me go ahead and finish this one halfway off. And I'm getting ready to add my new color. So instead of completing this double crochet, I'm going to attach my next color to finish this off right here. And this is how I connect my yarn. So now that I have both yarn connected, the smaller piece right here, I tie it up to my previous color, just like this. Just tie it up just to secure it that it doesn't come down, just like that. But I got my new color attached. So just like we did in the previous row, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work around, and we will sew in these strands later. And we're going to turn our work around, and I'm going to do 5 rows for right now of this new color, chain 2, and we're going to repeat this process all the way across. I just want to share with you guys how I added my new color, and I'll sew that in at the end. So continue on for 5 more rows. If you're not changing colors, just do a total of
20 rows in the same color. You don't have to change colors, this if you do. All right, so continue this new color for 5 rows and I'll be back. All right guys, so as you can see, I did add my next color. You are going to need about 2 to 4 stitch markers, okay? So what you're going to do, once you have your 20 rows, you're going to count 40 double crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way till you get to number 40. Once you get to number 40, so that is number 40, number 41 is where you're going to put a stitch marker. Then you're going to go to the other side of your work and you're going to count 40 double crochets, and then you're going to put a stitch marker on number 41. So there's my 40. I counted 40. So 41 is where I'm putting my stitch marker. From stitch marker to stitch marker, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So from stitch marker to stitch marker, that's 21. All right. Now I want you to put a double crochet, just like we did on a previous row, all the way till you get to the stitch marker. Once you get to the stitch marker, stop, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I made it to my stitch marker. So there's my stitch marker. So I'm going to chain 2, and directly on top of the stitch marker, I'm going to put a double crochet right into the stitch marker place. But I'm going to leave my stitch marker right here. Now we're going to chain 40. Chain 40. Okay, so once you have chain 40, just like I did, I want you to go where your stitch marker is, and directly in on top of that double crochet with a stitch marker, I want you to put 1 double crochet. So we put in a double crochet where our stitch marker is. Just like that. Now go ahead and chain 2 and repeat the process. Do a double crochet, chain 2 all the way across, and I'll meet you back at the end. All right, guys, so I made it to the end. So I'm going to repeat what I've been doing from the previous rows. I'm going to do my double crochet, chain 2, all the way till I get to where you see this chain right here. And this right here, what you're seeing, guys, is our neck area. So I want you to do your double crochet, chain 2, all the way till we get to our double crochet, which is right here, and stop, and I'll be right back to show you what we're going to do with the chain. Okay, now, once you make it to your chain, see that double crochet down here, you put it on top, you're going to chain 2 and repeat the process across the chain. We're going to skip 2 chain and then put a double crochet into the 3rd chain. And then we're just going to chain 2, skip 2 chain, put a double crochet in the 3rd chain. You're going to repeat that all the way across. When you get to this double crochet right here, you're going to put a double crochet and then just repeat the process. All right, guys, we're doing a total of 40 rows. This is row 21. This is row 22. You're going to do a total of 40 rows, and I'll be back once I have my 40 rows. So remember, with the chain, we're just going across it. Skip 2, 1, 2, double crochet into the next chain. And repeat the process across. All right, guys, so from start to finish, you should have a total of 40 rows, all right, from start to finish. Now we're going to, the dress is now finished. You can fasten out. Now let's make a chain of 250, and this is going to be for our size. You can lace it up like I'm doing, or you can single crochet, but chain, drop down the hook size and chain 250. All right, guys, so as you can see, all I did was lace up the side of my dress. All right, that's all I did was lace it up. You can start wherever your arm starts at. So if you wanted to go all the way down like I did, I left a little space down here so you could be able to walk. Here's the finished product. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below. Thanks, guys.